General Hospital spoilers and recaps for Friday, May 23 reveal an explosive day in Port Charles. The May 23 episode opened where the May 22 left off, and fans were privy to Giovanni "Gio" Palmieri's truth bomb once again. Instantly after Gio walked off the stage and out of the room, Emma Scorpio Drake followed, then Lois Cirillo, and then Brooke Lynn Quartermaine Chase. Dante Falconeri looked confused and stunned, while Lucy Coe rambled on for a bit until she called an intermission. Cody Bell approached Dante to tell him they needed to talk. The two head to a dressing room backstage, and Cody tells Dante his truth, that he knew Brooke Lynn got pregnant at camp, helped to drive her to the bus stop, but believed she had terminated the pregnancy. He was sworn to secrecy, so he kept his word. It was only recently that he found out that she had a baby, and it was a boy. Cody didn't mention that the big reason he found out about all this was Lulu Spencer. Sonny Corinthos, Olivia Quartermaine, and Ned Quartermaine all walked out of the ballroom, and the conversation immediately turned to, "Did you know about this?" Obviously, they were all out of the loop. However, they were sure that Lois knew something. Olivia questioned how her bestie could have lied to her all these years, while Sonny looked all around mad. Dante walks by the grandparents, and he asks them all if they knew about this, and Ned, Sonny, and Olivia stated they didn't. By this time, Harrison Chase was there, and when Dante asked if he had known, Chase stated he hadn't. Dante rushed off to find Brooke Lynn, Gio, and Lois to hash things out. Chase goes to head off with Dante, and Sonny stops him. Brooke Lynn, Dante, and Lois need their time to talk things out. Meanwhile, back in the ballroom, Lulu is freaking out. She's about to go join the others when Carly Spencer stops her. Carly reminded Lulu that she had asked for this, but Lulu retorts that she didn't want it to happen like this. Carly asks Lulu if she told Gio the truth, but Lulu states that she had a confrontation, and perhaps Gio overheard them. Carly advises Lulu that she created this, and now she has to live with it. Most importantly, Carly tells Lulu she has to calm down and get off this train before it levels her. Back in the foyer, Sonny advises Olivia that everyone needs to head back into the main room and watch the rest of the performances. This leaves Chase and Ned alone, where Ned thanks his son-in-law for being there for his daughter. Still, it hurts that Brooke Lynn didn't confide in him. Chase tells Ned it wasn't a matter of trust, more that Brooke Lynn didn't want the truth to hurt him. This is when Ned replies, was this his daughter's train of thought or Lois's? Across town, Elizabeth Liz Baldwin is watching the nurses' ball on her couch when her friend Lucas Jones swings by, dressed in a tux and with a champagne bottle. Instead of going to the event, he decided to watch with her. He has a paper tiara for Liz, and the two talk about nurses' balls of the past, like that one time Brad Cooper proposed to Lucas, and that time Rick Lansing proposed to Liz. The two gossip about everything that's gone down at the gala so far, and the fact that Tracy Quartermaine was arrested on the red carpet. Speaking of, Tracy is still at the PCPD, being a thorn in Max Scorpio's side when Jason Morgan swings by to bail her out. He gets a phone call just as Tracy's given the good news that she's free to go. Tracy laments that she was framed by Drew Quartermaine, and Jason tells her she should have rethought partnering up with him then, huh? A mysterious person ends up calling Jason at the station, someone who needs his help. He's on the job. In other news, Trina Robinson and Jocelyn Jacks are backstage feeling terrible for Gio, and both vow to be there to support him in the aftermath of this all. Lucy rushes them to get ready, in lieu of the tango piece being cut short, and the two need to head on stage. The bestie duo sings a beautiful ballad about being there for each other. When they are done, Curtis Ashford, Portia Robinson, and Kai Taylor are there, applauding Trina, while Carly congratulates Jocelyn. Curtis and Portia make an excuse about leaving early because of work, but really, it's because they are on the outs. Curtis tells Portia she did a great job pretending things were okay. After Carly and Joss talk about Gio and how sad they are for him, Willow take Corinthos and Drew approach Carly and Joss exits. Willow swings by to see if there's any way that they can come to some sort of compromise in terms of the child custody case. Drew retorts that they do have the upper hand, and Willow replies that she'd be more than happy to allow Michael to have the kids every other weekend and 2 weeks in the summer. Drew makes a comment about the fact that the 2 weeks will be great, especially if he, Willow, and the kids end up moving to DC. Carly is outraged and flat out refuses to compromise on a custody agreement. That's when Drew says that no one can accuse them of not trying, and they walk away. The final performance of the night is the GH Kids singing the Jackson 5 hit, I'll Be There. Donna Corinthos was joined by Wiley Corinthos, along with Scout Quatermain, James West, and Georgie Spinelli. The children were adorable as they sang the song, did some cute little dance moves, and motioned to their favorite people in the audience. The song ended, and the real shocker came when, as the kids were bowing on stage and confetti was pouring down from above, Michael Corinthos, now played by actor Rory Gibson, came through the doors. Wiley immediately saw his dad from the stage, ran to him, and the two shared a heartwarming hug and reunion. Everyone around the dad and son was shocked, including Sonny, Carly, Joss, and of course, Willow and Drew. Michael picked up Wiley and told him they were going home, and walked out of the place with his boy in his arms. General Hospital spoilers suggest the entire dynamic within the world of Port Charles has now changed forever, as everyone on Canvas digests the fact that Michael is back, and it turns out that kid from Bensonhurst has major roots in the little town. General Hospital spoilers reveal there won't be a new episode on Monday, May 26, 2025. So what's happening on Tuesday, May 27? Fans can expect Cody Bell to be filled with regret. Lois Cerullo tries to explain to a furious Brooklyn Quatermain. Plus, Dante Falconeri deals with an emotional overload. Keep reading and let's talk about what is coming up in the ABC soap opera. Let's start off with Dante and Brooklyn. Fans were totally shocked when Giovanni Gio Palmieri smashed his violin at the nurses' ball. Everyone was equally as shocked as Gio's statement about Dante and BLQ being his parents, who gave him away before storming off. Everyone is confused except a few. As BLQ ran after Gio, Dante decided to follow to get answers. It will be an emotional overload for Gio, Dante, and BLQ. Over with BLQ, after talking to Dante and Gio, she will confront her mother. Brooklyn tells Lois in a preview clip that what she did was unforgivable. Of course, Lois will try to explain. However, it seems like everyone will be furious with her, including BLQ and Ned Quatermain. General Hospital spoilers for the next episode reveal that Cody Bell will have a lot of regret. Cody just found out a child even exists, but this could affect his friendship with Dante. Cody also tells Lulu Spencer that they might not have made the right call. Yeah, think. In Tuesday's episode, fans will also see Nina Reeves beg Sonny Corinthos for help. Jason Morgan warns Drew Kane and Willow Tate Corinthos not to follow Michael Corinthos and Wiley Corinthos. Emma Scorpio Drake assures Gio that she's not stopping him from leaving. Instead, she is coming with him. Kai Taylor and Trina Robinson get intimate. Plus, Tracy Quatermain warns someone not to take another step. It is also stated that Sasha Gilmore Corbin's panic eases. So it sounds like she realizes that her baby daddy's secret is still under wraps. Sasha worried that Rick Lansing calling her to testify meant her secret was out. However, for the time being, the secret is still safe. Which storyline are you looking forward to seeing the most on Tuesday, May 27, 2025? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. General Hospital spoilers reveal Port Charles is a pressure cooker, and Ava Jerome's blackmail scheme is about to implode, threatening to strip her of everything she has clawed to maintain. Ava has been taking Alexis Davis for a ride by holding the truth about Christina Corinthos Davis tampering with Rick Lansing's brakes over her head. Alexis will do anything to keep her daughter safe, but with Damian Spinelli's cyber expertise and Lucky Spencer's relentless pursuit, she may be hot on Ava's trail after all. As Ava's money train derails, will she lose her art gallery and face prison, or can she outmaneuver her enemies to stay afloat? Alexis is fighting tooth and nail to dismantle Ava's blackmail, and Spinelli's top-tier hacking skills could end up being her secret weapon. His latest dive into Ava's digital trail, possibly bank records or encrypted messages, could uncover damning evidence of her extortion. Ava's attempt to stay one step ahead, moving Rick's tampered car and leaving a taunting note for Alexis, is only going to fuel her resolve. Spinelli's breakthroughs could expose Ava's scheme and take Rick down with her in one fell swoop. If Spinelli cracks the case wide open, Ava's financial lifeline could dry up fast. Will his tech prowess be her undoing, or can she slip through the net? Lucky's recent discovery of Ava and Rick's blackmail plot has made him a wild card in this drama. Driven by loyalty to Elizabeth Baldwin, a crash victim but also the love of his life, and given his disdain for Ava's manipulations, he's hell-bent on bringing her down. Whether he's feeding intel to Alexis or confronting Ava directly, Lucky's involvement is primed to ramp up the pressure. His actions might spark an untimely unraveling, potentially costing Ava her art gallery and plunging her back into financial ruin. If Lucky digs too deep, he could even uncover evidence that puts Ava at risk of prison. Though Alexis will likely shield Christina at all costs. Can Lucky's tenacity topple Ava, or will she turn the tables on him? As Ava's blackmail plan crumbles, her glamorous life will be left hanging by a thread. Losing the blackmail money could force her to sell her beloved gallery, a symbol of her power, and leave her scraping by. A fate she's fought to avoid ever since those Cassadine funds were snatched back out of her bank account. With Alexis, Spinelli, and Lucky circling, Ava's desperation might lead to a bold counter-move, like framing Rick or striking the deal with Sonny Corinthos. General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, May 27, reveal there's a pre-emption notice to alert fans about. Due to the Memorial holiday on Monday, May 26, the ABC soap is airing an encore episode from November 2024. Now that the formalities are covered, it's time to talk about what viewers should expect from the Tuesday, May 27 show. It looks like a plethora of characters will deal with the aftermath of two major bombshells that were dropped during the 2025 Nurses' Ball. The truth about Giovanni Gio Palmieri's parentage and Michael Corinthos' return. First things first, GA spoilers suggest that both Brooke Lynn Quartermaine Chase and Dante Falconeri will struggle with emotion, while Lois Cerullo will have some explaining to do. Speaking of, during the preview video for Tuesday's show, a clip is shown of a tear-eyed Brooke Lynn lashing out at her mom, stating what Lois did was unforgivable. It's going to take more than words to heal this massive wound between this once-tight mother and daughter duo. Meanwhile, Gio will be reeling too. During the GH preview, a scene is shown where Gio tells Emma Scorpio Drake not to stop him, and she explains she doesn't want to, she just wants to come with him. Will Gio let Emma in or build a wall now that his entire world has been rocked? In other Gio-related news, it sounds like Cody Bell will regret encouraging Lulu Spencer to get to the bottom of things where Dante and Brooke Lynn's long-lost son is concerned. He could be seen in the May 27 preview telling Lulu he isn't sure they made the right call. Too little, too late for that, Cody. Elsewhere, Tracy Quartermaine is seen, looking very solemn as she states, "Don't take another step." She could be talking to Gio, and if she's found out he's her grandson, she'll want to talk to him. Although, if this is Drew Quartermaine, he better watch out. Over to all things Michael. Even though audiences knew it was coming, fans were completely floored when Michael crashed the Nurses' Ball after the final act. and was reunited with Wiley Corinthos. Wiley sweetly ran into his father's arms, much to the shock of everyone around him, and told the boy that they were going home, and walked right out of the ball. The G8 preview for Tuesday's episode shows a frantic Willow take Corinthos and Drew attempting to follow Michael when Jason Morgan stops them. In typical stone-cold fashion, Jason calmly says, following them right now would be a bad idea. Meanwhile, Nina Reeves will seek Sonny Corinthos' help, and during the G8 preview for the May 27 show, she begs her ex-hubby to make Michael see that a compromise is what's needed. In other news, Sasha Corbin's anxiety will be soothed, so will fans see a reunion between her and her baby daddy, Michael. Lastly, Trina Robinson and Kai Taylor will get a little hot and heavy, but during the clip in Tuesday's show, Kai will wonder if Trina is okay with it. What will her answer be? General Hospital spoilers imply things are about to get crazy in Port Charles, as many different characters digest the new dynamics in the little town, now that everyone knows Michael's back and that Gio Palmieri is actually a Quartermain and Corinthos. The show opens with a brief repeat of yesterday's final moments. Gio dedicates his next performance to his parents, Brooke Lynn and Dante, who didn't want him, who didn't claim him, who gave him away, and who have lied to him for his entire life. He then smashes his violin and runs out of the room. Everyone in the audience is left stunned. Lucy tells everyone never to fear and that the show must go on. Lois and Brooke Lynn rush out, and Dante is in shock and asks Lulu what Gio is talking about. Cody comes over and tells Dante to follow him, as they must talk. Lucy stammers on stage to figure out what to do and suggests everyone get a drink. Also on stage, Chase is left stunned. Carly tries to talk to Sonny, but he walks out of the ballroom. Then Carly stops Lulu from following and tells her that she's done enough. Outside the ballroom, Ned, Olivia, and Sonny try to figure out what is going on. That's when Chase appears. Cody drags Dante to a dressing room. Dante asks his friend what is going on. Cody says he doesn't know the whole story, but he knows Brooke Lynn had his baby. At Liz's place, she is watching the ball on TV, calling it intense for the nurses' ball, and feels bad for Gio. Lucas, in a tux, stops by with champagne to celebrate the ball with her. At the PCPD, Mac is glad to see Jason for once. Jason heads into the interrogation room, and Tracy tells him to get her out of here. At the PCPD, Jason tells Tracy that Diane is on a call with the judge, and he'll post bail once it is set. Tracy insists she was framed by Drew, and knows it all went down when he sailed up to their boathouse the other day. That's when he planted the drug in her car. She asks why he's giving her the dead-eye. Jason says he was thinking that it wasn't a good idea to team up with Drew. Backstage at the ball, Trina and Joss discuss what poor Gio is going through and wish they could do something for him. Lucy appears and asks why they aren't in their costumes, and says they need to get on the stage now. Outside the ballroom, Chase tells Olivia, Ned, and Sonny this isn't his story to tell. Olivia says they are family, so is this true? He says it is true, and Brooke Lynn had a baby in high school. Ned asks where Gio is, and Chase doesn't know. He doesn't even know how or why Gio thinks he is the child. Sonny believes Lois knows, and Olivia says she was the first to run after Gio. In a dressing room, Cody explains that Brooke Lynn was pregnant with his baby that summer at Camp Martha. That's why she left early, and he drove her to the bus station after she found out. He just assumed she ended the pregnancy. He only found out yesterday that she had the baby. Dante says, so that baby is Gio, and Gio is my son. Cody tells him, yeah. Dante says his brain is short-circuiting and asks if Brooke Lynn knew about Gio. Cody doesn't know and says he'll have to ask her. Lucas joins Liz on the couch to watch the ball, and she asks about his overdressing. He explains that he was working late tonight, and then thought he'd bring the ball to her since she couldn't go. He pulls out a paper crown for her and says he doesn't have one for Lucky, but she says he's running an errand. Lucas then breaks out the bubbly. At the PCPD, Tracy tells Jason that teaming up with Drew was inspired, but he will regret this betrayal. Mac enters the interrogation room and tells Tracy that Diane worked her magic and she is free to go. As she signs release papers, Jason gets a call and asks what they want him to do. Tracy asks Jason to take her home, but Jason tells her that she has to find another ride as he has somewhere to be. Jason takes off and Mac tells Tracy the bus stop is out front. At the ball, Carly and Lulu go to the ladies' room. Carly asks how Gio found out. Lulu insists she didn't tell him, but he could have overheard her confronting Lois. Lulu has to find Dante, but Carly tells her no. Carly says Dante needs to hear the truth from Brooklyn and Lois, not her. Carly says she set this train in motion and has to get off the track before she gets leveled. Carly says she is going to go watch her daughter perform and suggests Lulu do the same. Outside of the ballroom, Olivia doesn't understand how Lois could keep this from her oldest friend. Dante joins them and is looking for Brooklyn. Sunny says nobody knows where she went, not even Chase knows. Dante rushes off, and Sunny stops Chase from going after him. Sunny says this is about Brooklyn and Dante now, and they have to let them hash it out. Lucy takes to the stage to try to reassure everyone that everything will be okay, and introduces Trina and Joss. Trina and Joss perform a song, I'll Be With You. At Liz's, she asks Lucas if he wishes he were at the ball, and as she recalls, Brad proposed to him at 1. He recalls Rick proposed to her at 1. Liz laughs as Carly shared a bomb with the audience right after that blew her life up. Liz brings up Wiley performing tonight with the other kids. Lucas was tempted to go see him, but he's not his dad, and it's not his place to fawn all over him. Liz says that here in her living room, he can ooh and ah all over Wiley if he wants to, and they can say inappropriate things. Liz says those kids will be so off-key, and she wonders if Tracy got tased on the carpet. Behind the stage at the ball, Kai, Portia, and Curtis are waiting to give Trina flowers. They tell her that she and Joss were the best act of the night. Portia notes that with her act over, she and her father are heading home, as they have to work in the morning, but they encourage Trina to stay. Trina and Kai kiss, and Curtis and Portia head out. Curtis thanks Portia for making that convincing. Portia didn't want to ruin Trina's night as she's so happy. Elsewhere, Carly tells Joss that she and Trina were so good. Joss says they weren't supposed to go on so soon, and it was due to Gio's halting the show. She can't stop thinking about him. Suddenly, Drew and Willow appear, wanting to talk to Carly privately. Joss walks off, and Willow and Drew want to end the fight over the kids, as it's not good for them. Drew asks Carly if she's willing to find common ground with them. Elsewhere, Sunny also tells Olivia the same thing he said to Chase, that they must let Dante handle Brooklyn and Lois himself, and all of them need to go back to the ballroom to distract their minds and let their kids do what they need to do. Once alone, Ned tells Chase he's glad that Brooklyn had him to confide in, but did she not think he could trust in her own father? Drew tells Carly that they have the upper hand regarding the custody hearing, but they are looking to compromise. Carly would like it if Willow would speak for herself. Drew tells her, "We are one together." Willow says they are willing to let Michael have the kids every other weekend and every other summer. That way, it won't be a burden on the kids if they move to DC. Carly can't believe Drew would take Scout away from the rest of her family, right after losing her mother. Drew says it's a fair deal. Carly says she'll see them in court. Willow rushes off, and Drew tells Carly that when she loses Michael's kids, her son will only have her to blame. Elsewhere, Ned can't believe what Brooklyn went through as a teen and that he didn't know. Chase says Brooklyn loves him, and she thought the truth might hurt him. Ned wonders if that is what Brooklyn thought, or what Lois made her think. Lucy lets the audience know they've broken their previous fundraising records and thanks everyone for their support. At Liz's, she and Lucas munch on Aiden's various baked goods while gossiping about what happened at the ball. At the ball, Lucy welcomes 5 up-and-comers to close out the evening and remind them about what is important. Donna, Wiley, James, Scout, and Georgie perform "I'll Be There." Confetti rains down as the kids take their bows, and everyone applauds. Suddenly, Wiley spots his father and calls out, "Daddy." Willow and Drew are stunned, as is everyone else, as Michael stands in the back of the ballroom. Wiley jumps into his dad's arms, and Michael looks at Willow and Drew and says to his boy, "Come on, we're going home." Rory Gibson takes over the role of Michael Corinthos. General Hospital spoilers leak Port Charles is a cauldron of deception, and Nina Reeves is teetering on the edge of disaster as her secret scheme with Dr. Portia Robinson to sabotage Drew Quartermaine threatens to implode. Their plot, involving hiring Jacinda to frame Drew and Portia's ketamine scheme, is unraveling fast, with Brad Cooper spilling Portia's secrets and sleazy Ezra Boyle linking Nina to Jacinda. As Drew starts to piece together their conspiracy, Nina risks losing her fragile bond with Willow Corinthos, facing arrest, and seeing her past fling with Drew exposed. Will Nina's life blow up alongside Portia's, or can she dodge the fallout? Drew is no fool, and with Brad ratting out Portia's ketamine caper and Ezra dropping hints about Nina's connection to Jacinda, he's connecting the dots. The duo's plan to discredit Drew in the custody battle for Amelia Corinthos and Wiley Corinthos is crumbling. Their collusion may soon be exposed for all to see. If Drew confronts Nina with evidence, like financial records tying her to Jacinda, her carefully curated image as a reformed schemer will shatter, dragging her and her sloppy reputation backwards in time. Speculation swirls that he'll use this to turn Willow against her mother. Can Nina outmaneuver Drew, or is her downfall tied to Portia's? Nina's relationship with Willow is already strained by years of betrayal, and now faces its greatest test yet. If Willow learns Nina orchestrated the Jacinda setup and colluded with Portia on the ketamine scheme, her disgust could sever their bond for good. The added bombshell of Nina's past fling with Drew, if it leaks during the custody hearing coming up, might paint Nina as a manipulative hypocrite in Willow's eyes. With Carly Spencer ready to exploit any misstep, Nina's dream of being a devoted grandmother to Wiley and Amelia could vanish. Will Nina's secrets cost her Willow's love, or can she salvage their fragile connection? Nina's role in the ketamine caper and hiring Jacinda could land her in legal hot water, with arrest a real possibility if Drew hands evidence to the authorities or Diane Miller digs it up for Carly. Losing her freedom would be bad enough, but the public exposure of her fling with Drew could torch her reputation in Port Charles. Curtis Ashford, already suspicious of Portia, might turn on Nina too, leaving her isolated. Some fans think Nina will end up in handcuffs, while others suspect she'll find a way to pin everything on Portia. General Hospital spoilers reveal Cody Bell's tight-knit partnership with Lulu Spencer to unravel Giovanni Gio Palmieri's true parentage. Suspected to be the son Brooklyn Quartermaine gave up after a summer fling with Dante Falconeri, is stirring up trouble. By keeping Lulu's secret and spending long hours in hushed meetings with her, Cody risks sending mixed signals to Molly Lansing Davis, who has been wrestling with her growing feelings for him since her domestic partnership with TJ Ashford dissolved months ago. As Molly navigates her new single life, will Cody's apparent closeness with Lulu spark jealousy, forcing her to confront her attraction and decide if she's ready to dive into romance with Cody? Cody's commitment to helping Lulu confirm Gio's identity without cluing in Dante has them glued together. Whispered plans at the Metro Court, late-night brainstorming in the Quartermaine stables, and possibly a sneaky DNA grab around the corner. Their camaraderie, while platonic, could easily be misread as something more, especially by Molly, whose flirty exchanges and heartfelt talks with Cody have ignited a spark she's hesitant to name. If she catches them in a cozy moment, her heart, still healing from her split with TJ, might leap to the wrong conclusion. Will jealousy over Cody's time with Lulu push Molly to confess her feelings, or will she retreat, fearing rejection? Molly's world has been upended since her breakup with TJ, compounded by the surrogacy fallout with Christina Corinthos Davis and the loss of her baby, followed by the death of her sister Sam McCall. Cody's rugged charm and steady presence have been a balm, but seeing him entangled with Lulu could stir a possessive pang, forcing Molly to grapple with her burgeoning attraction. A tense encounter might prompt Molly to lay her feelings bare or misinterpret their bond and pull back. With TJ firmly in her past, Molly is ready to move forward, but is she brave enough to risk her heart on Cody? Can she see through the misunderstanding, or will it derail her chance at love? The nurse's ball could be where Molly's emotions boil over. If she spots Cody and Lulu in what looks like an intimate exchange, maybe plotting over Gio's DNA or whispering secrets, her insecurities could flare, pushing her to confront Cody or withdraw entirely. A public misstep, witnessed by allies like Carly Spencer or even Christina, might escalate the drama, especially if Cody's loyalty to Lulu's secret keeps him from explaining. GA's fans are gushing as they debate whether Molly will seize this moment to claim her feelings or let jealousy sabotage her shot with Cody. It's been 1 week since General Hospital's Steve Burton married Michelle Lundstrom, and now Mrs. Burton has opened up about her husband and the love they share. The recipe creator, who appeared on Season 2 of Netflix's Barbecue Showdown, posted 3 photos on her official Instagram from their May 17 nuptials, captioned Mr. and Mrs. Burton, and went on to express the kind of love they write about in stories. A once-in-a-lifetime, gentle, kind, and deeply true love. I'm so honored and grateful to be his wife. She also thanked everyone for the outpouring of love and well wishes, and relayed how incredibly blessed they are both feeling. In the first photo, the bride and groom held hands as they smiled for the camera amid a beautiful ocean setting. The second shot showed her taking a selfie, dressed in her gown, while a shirtless Burton peered over her shoulder. And the last cute pic gave followers a peek at her wedding shoes. For those who missed it, Burton proposed to Lundstrom back on January 3 and posted a video surrounding the proposal. Not only did many of his castmates jump into the comments with their congratulations, but fans sent the couple theirs as well. And again, we'd like to send ours. Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Burton. May the couple have a wonderful life together filled with much love and happiness.